Okay. Hello and welcome. My name is Trina Gray. I'm the co-founder of Team Rockstar Fit. We are a collaboration of independent Team Beachbody coaches all across the US and Canada. About 20,000 of us at this point in the business, and we are so excited to be here today to share with you specifically insider tips and secrets as to how gym and studio owners specifically add Team Beachbody products, programs, and coaching to their existing business models. Now listen, I don't believe the Beachbody is a one-size-fits-all. A studio owner is not going to work or use the Beachbody business in the same way as a stay-at-home mom losing weight on a product. We believe all are welcome to the table at Beachbody, but we do things a little bit differently based on our skills, based on our business, and based on our own goals in life. So today you're going to hear from just amazing, brilliant, very successful owners of studios all across the country. So let me do the introductions and we'll hit it. So we've got Nickie Carrigan. If Nickie, you want to wave. Yeah, that's my friend over there in Minnesota. She is a married mom of 2 boys. She's been a personal trainer and group fitness instructor for 11 years. And she went on to open her own studio called The Warehouse in her community of Rosemont, Minnesota. She's got about 150 members and they offer 20 classes per week for their members to choose from. So just give you an idea of the kind of business that Nickie has. Then we have Kendra. Hello, Kendra. You can wave so they know. Yeah, there we go. There's my Michigan friend. Kendra is married and is a mom of 3. She lives in Grand Rapids, Michigan. She owns a boutique fitness studio and corporate wellness business. So different area of the industry. She's got a background in exercise science and she's a personal trainer, wellness coach, and group fitness instructor. She spent 10 years as a corporate wellness consultant, and then she figured out how to put all of this together and create Allegro Coaching. So she has her own studio and wellness business in Grand Rapids. Then we have Mendy Shriver. Hi, Mendy. It's obvious who the other woman is, but we'll have you wave, okay? Mendy is a personal trainer, a fitness studio owner called Fit by Burn. She has 5 kids. She's been married 18 years. She looks like she's 18 years old. So that shows you what fitness can do for you, right? And she is in Kansas City, Missouri. So welcome, Mendy. And then we have my friend John, and John lives in San Jose, California. He owns Fast Action Training. It's an indoor boot camp and personal training studio that I've had the pleasure of visiting, and it's awesome vibe in that place. He has a great team of 8 people. He's married to a beautiful wife, Sarah, has 2 sons, and he said when he's not teaching classes or rocking out a workout, he's hanging with his family and having a good time. So these are just great people for you to get to know in the industry, all very successful studio owners. So we're going to dive in right away. Nickie, for the people out there watching this wondering how would a studio owner use Beachbody, can you give them specific examples of what you do at the warehouse to collaborate with Beachbody?
First and foremost, we have a retail section. So we stock our retail shelves with Shakeology bottles, water bottles that have the logo. We have P90X results in recovery and some P90X bars. What we also do is we have this great way that people can enter our business. So our monthly memberships, we have different ranges. But if they bring in, which is called the 21-day fix, it's a meal planning program. If they bring in the 21-day fix and Shakeology together, we actually give them their first month at our studio for free because we really want to teach the importance of nutrition and fitness. You know, you can kill it in the gym, but if you're not doing the same thing in the kitchen, you're not going to get results. And so that's the big thing that we've been doing that's been very helpful to a lot of our clients.
So just that's awesome. To clarify, so Shakeology is a meal replacement shake created by Beachbody. It's a health food shake. It is a multivitamin in a meal. And you looked across the market and decided this was a really solid nutritional piece that you drank and endorsed yourself and wanted to bring it to your clients. The 21-day fix is a Beachbody program that they've produced that teaches portion control with portion control containers, has a food plan that people can live with for life, and has some great workouts. So you are saying that when you have clients using your meal replacement shake that you endorse, using the food plan that you endorse, and then they come to the warehouse, they bought those programs and products from you, so you've earned some extra income there. They come to your house and you say, you know what, now you have the trifecta of success here, right? You've got fitness, nutrition, and support, and then you take them on as a client and they get some special perks. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely.
And how have you guys incorporated some of the, because this is unique to your studio, I think. I'm not sure if any, or maybe Kendra as well, but how do you use the Beachbody fitness programs in your gym?
So the other thing we do is we have on our schedule, among our 20 classes, we have some unique created classes by our instructors. And we also have classes created by Beachbody. So we use Insanity and PIO right now, and we're actually hosting a Turbo Kick certification this weekend. So we put those big names on our schedule because they definitely bring in some different clients, and our clients absolutely love it, especially Insanity. They're all over it. And it's great because Beachbody gives us the choreography and the music, and we're able to just implement that right into it's a plug and play. So it's really great.
Cool. So that's some great brand recognition from programs that people have heard of. The other certification that you can have in Beachbody is also P90X. You can have that offered in your studio as well. So it's fun to see, Nickie, that you've implemented the nutrition side of Beachbody with Shakeology and the 21-day fix, and you've implemented the fitness side live in your own classes. The other piece I wanted to ask you about is how has your team of trainers and employees at the warehouse, how have they gotten involved?
So many have gotten involved to, first of all, get a discount. So some of them get a discount, 25% off their Shakeology. And then we actually have another program called Warehouse Living that they can be part of. And we offer challenges 6 every calendar year where it's actually an upcharge. But if you're a Warehouse Living member, which means you have a Beachbody Coach account for your discount, you're a Shakeology fan through and through, you don't have to pay that additional fee to be in the challenge. You are automatically in. So some of the other coaches on my team who have, because you can, like you were saying in the beginning, you can do whatever you want with this. You could be, you can have it for the discount. You can decide to coach, or you could be a studio owner like me who is providing just this nice framework of success. So some of the coaches on our team that are members of our studio have actually stepped up to the plate, and they lead as mentors. And so they will set up Facebook groups, and we'll plug all into the Facebook group. And then we keep people accountable on Facebook as well, just for that, just additional thing. When they're not at the gym and they're not around all their support members, they jump on their computer, they jump on their phone, and they're right back with us. And we're there cheering them on.
So to clarify then, Nickie, your clients have become members of your Beachbody team and help keep their friends and family on track using Beachbody programs and products. They get a discount on their own products, and you give them the perks of some free challenges and camps throughout the year. And then how about your trainers? How are they getting involved?
So trainers are coaches as well, and they are also just leading from the front and inviting people to join and helping with our challenge groups, either teaching live or jumping in the Facebook side. So one way or the other, we all have our hands in it, and it's just a way to really help our clients find success and hit the goals that they want to hit.
Yeah. And so why would a trainer on your team who's coming in and teaching some classes, some group classes for you, financially, what would be in it for them? Like, why did you encourage them to take a look at the Beachbody opportunity?
Well, first of all, a lot of them started out as customers themselves. I mean, if you're a smart trainer, you're looking at labels and you know that there's absolutely nothing comparable on the market to Shakeology. It's in a category by itself. It's top of the line. And so many of my trainers were already on board with just Shakeology in general, because it's just exactly what you need to have in your day. So that part was the easy part. When they understood that if they invited clients to try it and the clients bought it from them, they could also get income. And everyone knows as a trainer, you're not pulling in bank. I mean, it's not, you have to trade your time for money. And if you get hurt, if you get sick, you're not making money. But guess what? If you have this side of a business, if you have a passive revenue stream coming in, you're going to make some more money. And it just feels really good to have trainers on my team, knowing that they feel like this part-time job of a trainer is actually worth it for them. It's actually worth it to step through the door, and they want to be there because they're making a difference in people's lives, and they're making a paycheck that they can be proud of, both from me personally, from the warehouse, and then from Beachbody at the same time.
Awesome. So Nickie covered a whole lot there, from retail in her studio to running challenge groups to having live workouts in her gym to getting her clients on board to getting her trainers on board. So if you're watching right now and you're like, I understood 1/3 of that, that's okay. What we're trying to show you is that we've got very savvy entrepreneurs on our team, like Nickie and the rest on the Zoom, that have figured out how to weave Team Beachbody into their existing business to make more money, to reach more people, and to get more results. The way we all do it is different. So you heard some ideas from Nickie, and now we're going to hear from Kendra. So Kendra, tell me, and tell the people listening here, how do you specifically use Team Beachbody at Allegro?
Yeah, that was great. So we do very similar to Nickie at Allegro. Number one, we have retail. So when I opened the studio, I knew that, excuse me, we needed at least 5 revenue streams to help kind of offset the cost of having a brick and mortar place. So, having everything stocked in there from P90X bars to Shakeology. We actually have a shake bar at the studio, which is where all of our members kind of congregate, and it's kind of that community feel. And so we often serve up Shakeology after people are done with their workouts. So it's just that added value, really differentiating Allegro from other gyms, adding a new component like Nickie does. And then we also use MindBody. So a lot of times we can send out great reminders. If it's somebody's birthday, they get a free shake, or they get 20% off, kind of a thing. So it's just those fun little things, and that doesn't drive a ton of revenue. But again, I decided that if I'm going to position myself, as a fitness expert, I'm only going to position myself with Beachbody because it is the number one brand out there, and it works. Our clients get great results with it. So that's probably the first place, the easiest place for us to start. Mm-hmm. But what's been most successful is we run a lot of boot camp programs at the studio. So in the summer, we call them 5-day infernos. And then we also do 10-day programs. We got certified with P90X because we are the only gym in town. So we really wanted to be strong in that area. And so when you run these 5-day or 10-day boot camps, there's a small cost involved for our members. But we always give them the option to upgrade and include the Shakeology.
Hey, Kendra, we're having a little trouble with your Wi-Fi.
Which also gives them meal plans, access to their own personal coach. So they'd be silly not to do it because they get much better results. So.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Kendra is making this happen in between building a house, running a studio, and having 3 kids at home. So let me just recap a couple of the things that I got from Kendra before the Zoom. So in addition to the retail that she offers at the warehouse, where she said that they are, aligning with a really top company in fitness, they're also serving shakes at their juice bar, which just separates them from others in her community. And then they run these boot camps all year round, and they're 5-day and 10-day camps. People can upgrade and add Shakeology to their existing camps. So it just differentiates them in their community. It makes them more unique, and it offers a nutritional solution for her clients. She mentioned that they also have P90X classes and programs going there too. So Kendra, thanks for jumping back on. Tell me how your team has gotten involved in Team Beachbody.
Yeah, so one of my trainers, Christian, he trains at least 40 hours a week, teaches classes, and he jumped on board with Beachbody. And just like Nickie said, for him, he's able to add extra revenue with his one-on-one clients. So a lot of them will add Shakeology to get better results. And then other trainers on my team do a great job of running their own virtual boot camps online because they're already good at it. So it's that added extra revenue they're getting from Allegro. And then with Beachbody, they're bringing in $300, $400 a month extra revenue. And we all know as trainers, it's great to have that passive revenue.
That's cool. So that's an example of a full-time trainer. Nickie mentioned that she's got, part-time trainers coming in to teach classes who've added Beachbody to their life so they can make extra income. And Kendra is giving an example of a full-time trainer who's been able to talk to his clients more about nutrition and include Shakeology in their day to help him earn an extra income as well. So let's go to Mendy and talk about how you use the Team Beachbody opportunity at Fit by Burn.
Hey, Trina, thank you so much for having me on today. I started out just retailing in my studio. So I love giving out samples of Shakeology. I'd be at the zoo or at the studio, just be like, hey, you want to try this? So we started implementing that at the studio. So the first thing we ever did was in our welcome packet, they get a full recipe, different ideas, and a couple different samples just day one. So I think that's super important. The other thing that we started doing in the beginning is every event, whether it was free or just a promo or a girls' night out, they start, stop, and end everything with a shake. So there's like shakes on the bar the whole time and different flavors, different samplings. And that really creates a fun, like, post-workout shake that we can offer. And then as far as like trainers go, I mean, on a realistic side of it, at my studio, it took a little bit longer to get my trainers involved in the business. And some of them just drink the shake because they believe in it. But what really started happening organically was they started noticing that their personal training clients were asking about Shakeology because it's posted all over our studio. And they started realizing that I myself as a business owner was making the profit on it. And I said, I would love for you to become a Beachbody coach and work this business with me so that you can then profit from that and that you can lead them as a coach, not only on the fitness floor, but also with their nutrition at home. So that really happened more organically at my studio. And now we have 4 out of the 5 trainers at our studio, all Beachbody coaches. So with that, also, we encourage them to run their own PIO challenges online. 21-day fixed challenges online, because I truly believe that it's one of the best gifts that we can give them as business owners, because their income can only go so far within the walls of the studio, and they can create more financial freedom for their families if they're working, and they can reach more people that they know across the country. Then the third thing that we've done that's made the biggest impact is I had one program that was a 30-minute program, really struggling at my studio, and I thought, what is the deal? Why can't I get this off the ground? It was about 8 to 11% of our overall revenue, and I really believed in this 30-minute program. So what we did is I took a chance, and it was a little scary for me in the beginning. Just like Nickie was saying, if you buy the 3-day refresh challenge pack, we will give you a whole month of this 30-day program for free. I can't even tell you how much it's changed the face of my business in the last year. That program has surpassed in total revenue. Now it's between 25 and 35% of our overall revenue. Wow. So we've ran that. We're getting ready to start our 3rd one. We're gearing up for it. And I will continue to do the same thing. You buy the challenge pack, you get the studio and that 30-minute program for no extra cost. We've converted so many of those people over to long-term clients and long-term Shakeology purchasers, like monthly auto ship. So that was it. That changed the face of our business. On top of that, I'll sprinkle in some 10-day challenges throughout the year as well, like a Christmas time and then like back to school time.
So again, if you are a studio owner listening, watching, somebody sent you this and said, hey, take a look at what these people are doing. And you're like, what is a challenge pack and who is this? Right? What we want you to get a feel for is there's so many different ways to be creative and incorporate an incredible brand in fitness. Mendy brought Beachbody into her existing brand. It's still Fit by Burn. It's her brand, her business, but she brought in some of their top selling programs and products to light a fire in her own business. So let me just clarify what she's talking about with the 3-day refresh challenge pack. Whole bunch of words in there. The 3-day refresh is just a 3-day clean eating program that Beachbody spent a long time studying and creating for us. So it's a 3-day cleanse, but not in the traditional cleanse sense where you're only juicing. It's 3 days of real food and supplements and shakes for 3 days to help your clients either detox from a weekend or get back on track or burst through a plateau. She brought that program in, the 3-day refresh, with a month of the meal replacement shake, Shakeology, and then added her own live fitness option at the club. So it's a Beachbody nutrition product with live fitness at her club, and it blew up her revenues and created a feeder system of new people coming to her studio. Yeah, so all that sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? So whether you do it exactly how Mendy does or Kendra or Nickie or not, it doesn't matter. The idea is that there's so many ways to work this in. So let's go to John and hear how my friend in California is bringing Beachbody into his studio.
Hey, so I just have to say it's this tool is so valuable because when you're on with other fitness studio owners hearing how they do it, things spring into mind, and I had to try to take some notes as I'm listening and chatting with everyone, because it's such good stuff and it gives you a different perspective. So you can try new things until you find something that clicks with your community, your studio, your team, things like that. So A couple things we're doing at Fast Action Training. So we've had a couple products, and this is probably the third line of a supplement that we've had. And so we really did our due diligence and our research, and it was awesome to come across Shakeology, which really, I loved how it just simplified everything for our clients. It wasn't like, take this here, take this at night, do this. You need two different things. It was confusing and overwhelming, and a majority of our clients are beginner to intermediate. Our primary focus is losing weight and body fat. So the more we can simplify things for them, the better, and the more consistent they'll be able to be. So with nutrition, since that's going to be 70-80% of their success, that was necessary. So we cleaned everything off our shelf. The only thing we have up there right now is Shakeology. That's it. And that simplification really helped make our message very clear, saying, hey, out of everything you're going to eat, there's going to be something bad in there, maybe once or twice in a day. Whatever that is, whatever the weakest point, replace that with Shakeology and then keep cranking. And just that simple message was really easy for us to relay to them and have them understand. So we're just scratching the surface. What we can do is I'm hearing all these ideas. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go do a lot of this stuff. But what we do now, which has really served us well, first and foremost, we got our team really engaged. We spent a lot of time with Trina kind of researching the product and talking about it and how it was going to be a win-win-win, not just for FAT, but something I was able to give to my team and then ultimately help our clients be more successful with their results. So once that really occurred, everyone got on board. It's been great to kind of move things forward. So we sell at retail. We have our packets. We do give away a couple samples, but I think that could be better with how that's delivered. And hearing Mendy talk about a welcome packet with recipes and this and this, and I think how you can educate your clients really helps. And I think we can do a better job of that. But we have at retail. We have all of our trainers try to communicate with their clients, both boot camp and personal training. We have these things, we call them FAT 15s. It's about 15 or 20 minutes where they get a chance to talk about, meet with the coach and do their measurement tracking, talk about the nutrition, their workouts. It's a very easy way for us to say, hey, how's nutrition going? Okay, and that will lead to a conversation of, well, do you want to purchase a couple packets? Do you want to, here, let me just, these are on me, try a couple packets. And it's a great way to follow up. But I think a lot of it comes down to educating them on why we think it's important and what it's done for numerous clients before them. So it's another method we try to get our team to do with our current clients. The team is also encouraged to do their own 5-day, 21-day, 14-day, whatever type of challenge group that's going to really resonate with them, whether it be a 21-day fix or P90X or just a 3-day refresh. Even I think a couple of our coaches did that as well. One of the most successful things that works really well for us is actually we host 3 6-week challenges throughout the year. And what we've done is actually incorporated it into the actual meal plan. So what clients get in a PDF is this huge guidebook that talks about everything that they're going to be doing with their nutrition. And the actual meal plan itself, all the little meals kind of listed out. And it's a guide. We can't give that specifically just based on our scope of practice. We can't give every single person a personalized program, but it's a nice guidebook. Tells them give or take what to eat throughout the day. But in every single day is Shakeology. So we have a kickoff party and we talk about the importance of that and how it's in there for a reason. So at our kickoff party, we have a special where people get on Home Direct. We give them the first 5 packets on us. So it's a way for them to experience it. And then with Beachbody's money back guarantee, there's really no risk for them. And I say, look, it's incorporated into our 6-week challenge. You've seen all of our before and afters and videos on people that have done this with, done the 6-week challenge and utilize Shakeology. Why not just press repeat on what they've done to get the same success for yourself?
I like that line.
So yeah, so that's really done really well. Usually we have about between members and non-members, I'd say between 40 to 50 people per 6-week challenge that participate, and we usually get at least around 10 people to just sign up for Home Direct right there, which is pretty awesome. I'll take that then it's just a matter of follow-up and continuous education for the other clients until they jump on board as well. So we're just scratching the surface, but those things have been really, really well for us, and our team and our members. And I know it's just going to continue to grow, especially with some of the ideas I've heard today.
That's awesome. And it's fun to hear how different studio owners focus on different things in the business. So just remembering Nickie here, who has live Beachbody workouts in her gym, right? And as one of the things that she does. And Mendy, who really has fueled up her gym and fired up her revenues with the 3-day refresh and Shakeology. And John, who's really primarily focusing on Shakeology, incorporating that in his clean eating food plans and in their nutritional coaching. And I remember when John came aboard, a really important piece to this was knowing that they were not just slinging a shake, that this is, Beachbody is not a shake, just to clarify, that Shakeology is one thing that Beachbody creates that's a super high quality product that for studio owners blends into their nutritional philosophy. It doesn't replace their nutritional philosophy. He's still giving out food plans and coaching about clean, whole foods, colorful foods, drinking water, all the things that we already know and believe as trainers. We still coach on, and Shakeology is just a missing thing in a lot of people's day. It's like their multivitamin. So I'm glad that John has shared how he has used that, and his clients have been super receptive to it. So let's just finish this off. And by the way, I know Kendra feels bad that she was on and off, and I will include some of her results in this as well. She was trying to do Wi-Fi from her vehicle in a very busy life that she has. So I will give you her results as well. So let's go to Nickie and say, what has this done for you and for your husband, Mark, and for your business, being involved as a Team Beachbody coach with Team Rockstar Fit?
So one of the first things I have to say is the masterminding with other fitness professionals, studio owners, health professionals, even fitness enthusiasts. That's huge. That's so huge. And to feel really plugged into the industry that way and get that pulse and get so many different viewpoints, but yet, I don't know, it's just really helped me to really carve out my niche as a studio owner, as a trainer, and everything. So that first and foremost, I think was one of the biggest helpful things for me. But as far as if we're looking at financial results, my husband and I are both coaches. And so as together, we bring in roughly about $3,000 a month, and that really helps to cover our studio overhead. So, you've got rent to pay, like Kendra, we have MindBody, which runs our scheduling and takes payments and all of that. And all of those little costs add up. And this just pretty much offsets all of that, so we can really enjoy the fruits of our labor. And it's been great. And the cool thing is I know that when I look back at where I started and what I was making and what I'm making today, that growth and that percentage of growth is just ridiculous. And it's so cool to know that I'm involved in something that's going to continue to grow and blossom that way. And I can still do exactly what I love to do the way I do it, but just teaming up with such a premium brand in fitness.
You could not say it any better than that. I love it. It's from your heart, and it's so true. And when you first started earning maybe $300 a month, you just kind of get your feet wet, sharing Shakeology with a handful of clients here and there, to going from 300 to 3,000 over a short period of time is the compound effect of being involved in a really strong brand in the industry. And so anyway, Nickie, congrats. I think it's really interesting that you kind of cover the spectrum of someone who got involved before you owned a studio. And that initially the income that you earned allowed you to realize your dream of opening a studio and then help pay for that dream. So for people out there listening who want to have their own place, do you want to get involved in this first to earn that kind of nest egg and to earn some of the income to pay for your dream? So Nickie, awesome. Thank you for that. Let's go to Mendy. How has this specifically helped you as a gym owner, financially and personally?
And this is what I get most excited about. So I might throw my hands around a little bit because I tell you what, it's the masterminding. So what Nickie said, and even things I'm sure John will say too, but just being around you guys and your great minds just gets me super excited. But more importantly, you start out thinking, I'm a trainer, I can do this, I'm opening my own gym, right? Yeah. And then you hear the stories of people who close in a year, who close in 2 years, and you're thinking, I will not be that person. I will not be that person. And when John said, I was looking for a product, because how many times were you approached by, I won't mention other company names, and you look at their product and you're like, that's crap. I won't put my name on that. I won't put that in the walls of my studio. And you come across Shakeology and you don't have that. So that was a big blessing. But what it's done for my personal family life, I can't even tell you. I opened a gym, and this is my story, and you guys know that, but other people listening to this don't. I opened my gym, and 1 year later, 2 daughters that we were trying to adopt ended up coming home. It was a surprise to me that they were going to come home that quickly. So ending up with 5 children, wanting to be a good mom and a good gym owner, it just doesn't happen. So very quickly, in a 1.5-year-old business, I had to hire on a ton of overhead. And in the beginning, you're doing everything yourself, so you don't have as much overhead, right? You're just worn out, working 80 hours a week. You're okay with that for a while. Well, that didn't fly, going from 3 to 5 kids, 2 of them that barely even spoke English. This business, you guys, in the beginning, at that time, I was pulling in about $1,000, but that $1,000 extra was covering the rent at my studio, so I could pull away for 8 weeks and not even work. Just like you would if you were to have a baby. And I'm telling you, that is the difference. I have 0 debt on my business, 0 debt, because I started out with Beachbody. See, I get all excited. My hands everywhere. The other thing is going from just being like me and like 1 part-time trainer, there wasn't a lot of overhead, and then adding on 4 more people. I'm sitting here right now outside a cafe. My gym is like around the corner, and I've got normal clothes on today, people. My hair's done, got makeup on. It's a big deal. Like, it's Thursday and I'm not working. I'm here on with you guys. And then a few months ago, I needed a hip surgery and a foot surgery. So I took another 8 weeks off, didn't lose a dime, didn't charge a thing, and I had peace. 8 weeks off. At Christmas time, at the worst time of revenue of the year, you guys. So I get fired up about it because it's hard for me to imagine it any other way. How stressful would it be to still want to keep this dream alive, but still have 5 children at home? Because I believe I can do both. I know I can do both, but I can tell you it's been 200% easier adding this revenue on. Whew. Sweating now.
I'm hang up and sign up with you right now. I don't know where to find. I'm in, Mendy. I'm in. So it's okay. There's not much I need to say to recap, Mendy, because that was awesome. And everyone listening to this has a different journey. So if you have not recently adopted 2 children, it's okay. The idea is that, can you be a busy parent? John's a very engaged dad himself. So could you be a busy parent and have this business and be an entrepreneur and make it all work? You can, and you can kill yourself along the way, or you can, and you can partner with a strong brand in fitness and pay some of your overhead. So these days, Mendy is making between $2,500 and $3,200 a month through her connections with Team Beachbody, using the 3-day refresh, using Shakeology, getting her trainers and clients involved. She has grown it exponentially. So congrats to you. Let's go to John and tell us in the way that you have just incorporated Shakeology in meal plans, really, and talk to your team and staff about it. And how has this made a difference for you?
Sure. I just want to say thanks for sharing all that. I mean, that was awesome. That's really cool. I'm trying to get emotional myself. That was an awesome story. So kudos to you. It's been a great journey with this. We're actually, I think probably what makes it more, you're talking about opening the brick and mortar. We're about to celebrate our 5-year anniversary party this Saturday for the business. And it's been a little bit of a tumultuous year, and one that I think I've grown a lot personally and professionally from. And the neatest thing about having Beachbody in just over a year and a half, it's producing just under $2,000 a month net every month. And that honestly is great. It irritates me because we're just scratching the surface. Like I said, every time you have you make time for some of these mastermind sessions and what you guys are all listening to right now, you get new ideas and you can network with people and you can figure out how to not necessarily create more things to do. Because I think the unique thing about being a fit pro and or having your own studio is that you can work Beachbody and Shakeology into what you already do, into your existing business. So you're not really creating any more work. You're just creating better systems and better results for your clients with what you've already got. So it may take a little bit of time to figure out what's going to work for you. But once you do, it's something you can execute with each and every person, team member, and then you see everyone. Like I always tell my team, it's a win-win-win. It's the client gets to win with better results and some better support and accountability. They get to win by creating more income. I feel good about that because the Bay Area is expensive to live, and I feel I feel awesome as an employer to be able to provide this opportunity to say, hey, you have access to all of my clients in this company. Help them get better results and help yourself at the same time. And you can make this whatever you want to make it. You can earn $100 a month, you can earn $1,000 a month. It's really up to you. So that's really awesome. And then obviously the fast action training can benefit from all that. So yeah, financially it's been great. And I think with again, just scratching the surface, a lot of things we can do a lot better than we are. Clearer messaging and more education and just kind of some better systems within. I know that just under $2,000 a month can be 5 to 10 times that in just a matter of years. So that gets me really fired up because, as Trina mentioned, spending time when I want, where I want, and with whom I want is very important to me.
Yeah.
And with my family, first and foremost, my sons are just under 2 and almost 6 months. So it's prime time, and it's awesome to be around. And you guys got a box of tissues to pass over here real quick? It's awesome to appreciate that. Thank you, Trina. It's awesome to be around and be there for those times, and not have my business run completely on me. So
Well said.
if you want to get kind of the same thing, I highly encourage you to make sure. If I had to do it all over again as a trainer, I just got involved with Beachbody and utilizing Shakeology in our business. Like I said, just over a year and a half ago. I've been in the industry 11 plus years. So if I were to do it all over again, I would start with it. And I think that's probably the best gift I'm able to now do and give to other coaches. We network with a local junior college, and I'm able to go give speaking presentations 2 times a year. And I tell them about this. Yes, to get some conversations started about some possible people that are fired up to do the same thing, but more so just so they know about it. And so that they can have the same opportunity now when they're in their early 20s, so that when they fast forward 10 plus years and they've got their own family, it's just a completely different landscape for them, financially, personally, professionally. So
it's so awesome. And I thank you, John, for everybody for just being real and yourself and authentic. And what I think is so great about this is that we have surrounded ourselves with amazing people. And I hope that that's what matters even more in your life and what you are looking for if you're watching this video, even more than the income, even more than the overhead and the freedom that comes in that, is that do you surround yourself with really amazing people who are family oriented, who want to be better leaders, who want to do great things for others? That's who we are. And in doing so, if we can make extra money, pay down debt, enjoy our studios more, amen to that. That's like the perk of all this. So to wrap it up, I haven't shared any of my own story on this. And this is the one video that I do want to plug in, just the 1-minute version of me as a gym owner and how this has changed for me. It's been fun for me to moderate today and hear. I've been in it the longest. So I've been in it for about, I think it's 7 years this summer. Got involved really because of, similar to what Mendy said, just that I was looking to partner with a really, really strong brand in fitness. Just like I brought in Fitness Anywhere with suspension trainers and rip trainers, and we have Under Armour gear. I kind of looked at this as like my way of leveling up my business by partnering with a really strong brand. So in doing so along the way, I've obviously incorporated Shakeology into my bricks and mortar business. I have 2 health clubs. 2 health clubs equal a lot of overhead. We're talking, and any with rent and payroll and expenses, where I'm at probably $50,000 a month. Right. And so for me, this was like, I own it by myself. I've got a team of about 40 people at this point, a couple thousand members. So, a small business, but a very monstrous small business. It's a big monkey on this back, right? And getting involved in Beachbody, adding Shakeology, initially was just a way to give clients, better results and get people, eating cleaner. And then it's just blown up. It is blown up. And so in my life today, fast forward these 6-7 years, what it is for me today is a $1 million enterprise that starts with Shakeology in my own gym. And it starts with, online challenge groups that I can run with my clients and with people outside of my gym. So I can train people around the country. My trainers have all, and my team has gotten on board, and it's helped them at, some of my trainers and full-time people are in their early 30s, making 6 figures a year at this point because they got involved and got, and believed in this like I do. To be able to help trainers on my team earn what they're worth in a super small town in Michigan is just the cat's meow. That's what makes me so happy, right? These are very talented people who are deserving of that income that's so hard to come by in fitness. So these days, I've got Shakeology in my gym. We run online challenges using Beachbody products in my gym and outside of the gym. I enable, empower, and support my team in doing the same thing. And I work with really cool fitness professionals around the country like you're seeing today, as do all of them. We've all met other fit pros who we think would be a great fit for our team. We've invited them on and mentored them. So if you're watching this video today, first of all, reach back to the person who shared it with you because he or she thought of you for a reason. You will have access to lots of different systems and programs that we use on this team. You'll have access to our training and to our support, but reach back to the person who you heard this from today, all right? If you're coming across this online and someone here spoke to you, reach out to that person, right? We'd love to work with you and mentor you if you're a positive, proactive person who wants to live a happy, healthy life. So thank you for your time today, coaches. Thank you so much for being on. I'm honored to work with all of you, and we hope to see you as a new member on Team Rockstar Fit.